do. Change is coming. It's coming with the implosion of our Imperium, and it's coming with the rapid degradation of the ecosystem itself. And there's nothing we can do to stop it. It's how we cope with this change. Will we respond rationally? Will we learn to speak to the world with a new humility and recreate structures within our own communities for sustainability? Or will we continue to live in illusion? And in a way, it's a matter of awakening ourselves to our new reality and responding to it.
It's another time. It's another show. Boys know that you watch sometimes. I figured I'd let that one go a little bit longer. Today, welcome back to another episode of the Griftcast IRL. I'll be your host today. My name is Manuel Chavez III, otherwise known as Defango, sometimes also known as a turd. What's up? How's it going? Welcome back. This show's 100% about grifting, only 20% about actual news, and 80% me being kind of a sad motherfucker. But that's okay. Hopefully you guys are ready for an interesting show with some interesting shit in it, because some interesting things with some interesting people have started to happen or whatever. And obviously, I'm here to tell you about them because that's what we do here, apparently. We tell you about things. And I mean, this one's been kind of on the books for a little while, so on and so forth. I mean, I've never really been in the alt-right, although people try to claim that or whatever, which is fine. I mean, you know, people can claim whatever they want to claim. But in this particular case, I've rubbed elbows with a couple of different influencers, I guess, you know, talked to them on Twitter, whatever, tried to figure out what the fuck was going on with them, so on and so forth. And Ali Alexander is a individual that has crossed my path in the previous, oh yes. If you guys don't remember, it was not that long ago. It was a couple years ago, actually, and I got receipts, so I'll be able to pull it back up for you. But, you know, to start it all off is in the simplest way possible. It kind of goes like this, actually. Kind of goes like this. We were just like, you know, minding our own fucking business, doing our Star Citizen shit, and all these people decided that, you know, they wanted me to go look into some shit again. They wanted me to be in on the scene again. They wanted me to be a part of it again. So here's me jumping in and being a part of it again. So I guess where do we start? Man, I think my expose on Ali Alexander originally came out in 2019. That's how far back we're going, folks. We're going all the way back to 2019, sons of bitches. And I do also want to show, as of me making this video, Ali, in fact, still does follow me, and I follow him. And I know what you're thinking. How could you support a grooming asshole piece of shit like that? And I'm saying I'm not supporting him. He had been following me since before that, and when we did that big expose, where literally none of this shit came up. So, you know, that's what we're going to be talking about today. We ain't talking about anything else. If you got some other bullshit you want to talk about, take that bullshit out of here or whatever, because I don't give a fuck. Sorry. Anyways, yeah, if I follow you on Twitter, that doesn't mean that I support you. Obviously, as well, if I give you a wrench in my chat, that doesn't mean that I respect or support you in any way, shape, or possible. That just means that I gave you a wrench because I wanted you to do some free work for me, sucker. No, that's not what it means. I'm just fucking with you. Don't get mad at me, moderators and shit. But hello. Nice to see you guys again. And anyways, I got to do some shout outs. What's up to Canard Sally, whoever you are? Hello to Faded History. Nice to see you. What's going on to Mr. King V? Good to see you back. How you doing, Miss CV? Thanks for swinging that wrench for us. We got Metal Monster PDX. Good afternoon. Hello to Low Dove. Hello to you. What's going on to Russell Dufresne? Hello, Russell Dufresne. How's it going? How you doing, my boy Magic Poop? Nice to see you, my friend. What's up to JR Riggs, you spooky motherfucker? How is the government life treating you? And how are they still paying you to watch me on the internet? Not sure. Hello to the MPC show. That guy's got a great show. He does stuff all the time. Always a pleasure to have you here. Hello to Real Pixie. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. What's up to Bowley and Pix Hero? Hopefully you're doing very well. How's it going to Theta Naya, a.k.a. the Tanya? Nice to see you. Hopefully you're doing well. Thank you for the generous donations. We appreciate you much. Also, what's up to Not All? How you doing? What's up? How's it going to Tattoo in Wonderland? Nice to see you out there. What's up to Filmland? What's going on? I know more about Ali than you do, probably 100%. And how's it going to Cannonballs? Nice to see you out there. So there's some shout outs out there in the chat from what I could see on the social stream thing, because I like to intermix all of my chats together. That's how I have them all right here. Like that. Anyways. Woo! So, I mean, how fucking awesome do we want to go on this one? Do we really want to take this thing into the... Yeah, we're going to take this thing. We're going to go far as fuck into this thing. So, you know, first off, some people are going to get mad as fuck at me or whatever, but that's fine. Oh, wait, I got to delete a message real quick because it's got my phone number on it. Okay, I did it. So where do we start with this one? Well, I think where I should start is that, damn, it was 2019 when we went after that motherfucking Alexander guy. It was a long time ago. I actually do have evidence of this. You can see that this post has never been edited on Pastebin, and it's not automatically deleted or anything like that. You can see right here, I posted it Wednesday, September 18th of 2019 at 8:43 p.m. Central Standard Time. Yes. I did. And, you know, most folks that know me, it's like I like to keep receipts on all my stuff. You can see there's the Ali thing. We got some archives and stuff. And I mean, where were we at like back in 2019? Because I feel like we got to roll this one back at least a little bit, because it's literally so much farther. We've known about this guy for so much longer than any of these other dirtbags that are on the internet right now. And I mean, a lot of them think that they know, but they really don't know like how long some of us have been really falling out. Now, the last time that I did an expose on Ali, it was in 2019, actually. 2019. And it was pretty interesting. He was really up Kamala Harris's ass, doing shit with Elon Omar, all over the place with Jacob Wall, Laura Loomer, and the rest of the fucking crew. You know those crews. And I mean, we really went through everything that you could possibly imagine for him, whether it was the National Bloggers Club, that time that he got arrested in 2007, 2008 or whatever, multiple different postings, an entire archive of many of the different videos and stuff that he has and he paid for. And you know what? To be perfectly honest, all of this new stuff, a lot of it didn't seem to come up, actually. And we've had interconnections with all kinds of different people, regardless of whether it's like Mindy Robinson, who's somebody that, you know, was in his hindsight or in his hind periphery or whatever. We have literally everything. And I mean, to the point where I actually still have this right here, which is stuff that goes all the way back into like 2014. I just went and downloaded this stuff, but like we have his tweets saved, his old blogs from like 2013 saved. So it's like we really truly know so much about this cat that like we've been following around on everything for such a long time that like I just couldn't I couldn't imagine that there would be anybody else that could possibly try to be able to claim that they knew at least a little bit more of this, because I literally have fucking tweets for back then, because this is how long we've been following this cat around. This is how long that we've been looking into this so far. So it's like, you know, some people are calling me an amateur, like Film Lad from Rumble. You know, sorry, Film Lad, I know you think really highly of yourself. You don't know who DeFango is, and that's a problem for you, not a problem for me. But I'm like Rick Sanchez in this bitch, except for my name's Manuel Chavez, and you should suck my pee-pee. Anyways, so like we have a lot more than meets the eye. So if somebody like Milo wants to come forward and do a new expose, I'm going to give at least Milo a chance to put out his information and give everybody everything everybody was hiding. And then I'm more than happy to share out everything that we apparently missed, because this is the stuff that we were asking for in 2019, right? This is the stuff that we were looking for. I definitely remember saying, hey, if anybody's got anything else, or, you know, if we got any like, you know, pedo shit or anything like that, we're definitely going to come back to this shit. And I mean, I hate the fact that I'm actually coming back to this shit, because I initially heard it from Milo, but here we are. Fuck. You know, here we fucking are. And it's not fun. This is not the kind of way that I like to do things, but you got to have receipts. You got to let people know that you've been looking into this much longer than they have been, and you understand all of the minutia to the point where you even got the shit from since before Milo was even around and like a thing. So like, I get where you're going. I understand this person, fare thee well, so to speak, or whatever, because, you know, this has been an investigation that's gone for many, many years through many different people, and we've kept it all together, right? Like, you know, we understand what Ali has done. We have all of his different burglary shit that's available. We understand everything. We made sure to fucking keep all of the pictures of all of the mugshots. We know his name is Ali Abdul Raquez Akbar. We know he lives in Texas, still is in Texas, by the way. We know everything. We know everything. Shit, we even know when he was hanging out with all of the fucking politicians. We know all of the stuff about what he was doing with Sinclair Broadcasting and shit. And the only question that I really have to ask right now is, why did nobody care until now? Oh, right. Everybody fucking cares now because Milo's talking about it. I forgot. That's just me being a little bit salty, maybe, or whatever, you know? Milo didn't care about this shit in 2019, but you know what? Doesn't matter. We still fucking got all of it, motherfuckers. It doesn't matter. Everything the dude's ever fucking posted and everything that's ever been posted about him is saved, collated, stapled, whatever, through an investigation that so many people who I can't even begin to tell you how many people in the fucking, like, right, hate this fucking guy like you wouldn't believe, okay? So, like, this is pre-pandemic, pre-fucking, 2016, pre all of that stuff, okay? Like, we go all the way back to, like, 2007 and shit, all right? So, like, first off, don't let any of these dog water bullshitters try to tell you that they know anything more about any of this stuff, because you know what? You know how I do things. And one of the main things here is that, I'm going to go ahead and put up the DMs now, because there's some people in the chat that would probably like to see this anyway. So I went ahead and emailed our boy over here. I got my new account, and the first thing that I did when I got this information was tweet it directly to him, and I gave him a nice little heads up or whatever, and somebody in the chat's going to recognize their DMs in here. And then I'm just going to have to say, hey, what's up, bitch? This is how I work. You might not like it, but it's what we do. So I made sure to give him the heads up, at least at first, on all of this stuff. And then made sure I dropped out a little couple of things in there, made sure I pulled up the Telegram, showed him the little things in the Telegram and stuff. And, was like, I don't know what's going on here, but when people start messaging me stuff like this, I always bring it straight to them. Didn't want to post it in your Telegram. Figured I would just, directly tweet it to you, message to you on Twitter, and then just figure out what you would have to say about all this. Because, clearly this is much different than what we talked about in the previous, right? This is not just the Sinclair broadcasting stuff. This isn't him working in 2016. Oh, no. This is an entirely different situation. So, Ali was pretty pissed off that this person, Low Dove, I think they're in the chat right now. Low Dove was playing both sides. And I mean, I told him, seemed pretty far-fetched to me, just on the face of things. But, I'm a pretty transparent individual, so I'll make sure I put all of it out there in the ethers so people can remember that this is going to be one of those DeFango style things out here where we make sure that everybody knows. Yeah. Right? Yeah. A lot of people thought we were playing Star Citizen today. So we've kept this guy pretty, associated. He showed me everything that person was sending to me too. And honestly, he really didn't say much of it, but as of April 3rd, this whole thing was kind of insane to me, right? I didn't really feel like this was worth the time and effort to try to go into it anymore or whatever, because, I haven't really seen anything, right? But I wanted to make sure that I put a lot more effort into it than some other people did, since, the way that I work is that, I'll throw it right up into your face and be all like, yo, what the fuck? And so far, he hasn't said much. He actually hasn't really been anywhere. I think the most important thing that we got was yesterday when I asked him, so what are you going to do about this? Right? What are you going to do about this? What are you going to do about this? I can't believe she turned into a complete psycho. Ali hit on a 20-year-old that he never met, flirted with him a while back years ago in another country. He's awful. And I asked him, so what are you going to do about this? And he says, my lord, probably send it to my lawyer, but I suspect that there's not much I can do. Someone said that he's threatened me on Telegram, but I just got to let this pass so people can see it's all salacious. But the worst stuff is fake or exaggerated, and he wants me in a line-by-line debunking contest so he could discredit me. I'm just going to let him have it all. He could win the internet trophy. I will just help those causes and people I believe in, and I don't need to comment on anything and offer public analysis. Yeah. And, I did go into Milo's, Telegram room or whatever, and, yeah, it does say, indeed, that he be hunting this fool, and as the last time that I think, opened up Telegram or whatever, there was actually stuff that was posted in his room where they actually said that they located him. So, this is Milo's Telegram room where a lot of this shit seems to be going down or whatever. And yes, it says right here, Ali has been located by friends and is being monitored. Update, Ali is being tracked down by a friend and is being encouraged to spend the evening unplugged in a cool, dark room. Yeah. So, just to, throw everybody's chips on the table or whatever. That's where I'm sitting in this. I'm sitting in this position where I was like, I did a big expose on this guy in 2019. We really, really shit his cereal back then, but none of this ever came back up. So now that it's coming up now, obviously it makes me pause and ask the question. The same reason is that, somebody I don't even know, random, fucking DMing me this stuff. So obviously I took it straight to motherfucking Ali to see how this thing was going to build up and associate or whatever. And yes, we have watched the videos. We're going to watch them here so you guys can see where we're at right now. And I mean, Ali's basically already made his point pretty clear to me, is that he's not going to be talking about any of this stuff. He's not going to be asking anybody any of this stuff or any of that stuff, right? And then the main thing is that I don't know who this low dove person is, or if they're a real person. And somebody in the chat is very keen on my thinking in this whole entire thing, is that, who is this person? And is that person actually just Tori, the person that was going after Ali a while back because Ali was exposing her for being a fraud as well? You know what? Frauds exposing frauds. Just kind of the weirdest thing that you could think of it. So I just kind of wanted to keep that in check and question. So you guys know where I'm coming from in this situation. Me and Ali, we are not friends or whatever. The only reason he even follows me is because he had to follow me to be able to DM me when I was exposing him a while back or whatever. And I went on his show, asked him a bunch of hilarious ass questions, and got him to admit to a bunch of shit. And it was just fucking funny. That was it, but we never went any farther than that, right? We never had to deal with anything else like that. Although we did ask for any sexual type stuff or anything like that to be delivered, and none of it ever appeared. And that should probably at least give you some kind of pause or something. And Dan, we just got a super chat from The Breakdown with Great Hoyt. Hit a cool milestone yesterday, scored 20K views on one of my vids. Figured I'd share with you since you've been an awesome supporter and a homie. Well, congratulations on the 20K views on a vid, bro. You'll be bigger than me in no time, and thanks for the $5. I appreciate it. So, I mean, Jesus Christ almighty, where do we go with this one? Well, so far we've shown you exactly where we've been with this one. And honestly, I have been playing both sides, but everybody knows that I play all sides because I don't have a side. I'm on my own side or whatever. People send me shit or whatever, right? And the person that was messaging me stuff was this low dove person right here. Miss Snarky as fuck, cuss a little, DMs are open, the Ali files with 11K followers or whatever. This is the person that's really been kind of behind the scenes on all of it, putting all of this together, seemingly working with Milo, because a lot of the videos and stuff that are coming out literally have Milo's name written on it, and everything seemingly coming out of this thing seems to be coming directly from Milo's like telegrams and shit like that. So like, we're just kind of like guessing here. So I got to be clear is that, yes, I do know that Ollie's a real motherfucker. That's actually Ollie I'm talking about. The other thing is, I don't know who this person is. I don't know if they're a real person or whatever. I don't know if this is somebody's alt account or anything like that. So like, I have to at least inform you of that, but this is the person that seems to be on it. And really, I don't think anything got into any weird place until the video on April 12th came out that talks about Nicholas, who is 15 years old. So let's take a re-listen to that, since I think it's pretty important. Yeah. So, like, is this Tori Maris Lindemann? I hope not, because if it's Tori, this whole thing's dead in the water. So we got to figure out. And, seeing how I haven't seen Low Dove posting on Rumble at all since we showed that DM, I don't know, dude. I don't know. But looks like we're into extra innings, bro. Yes, screenshots, interactions, Ollie Alexander, multiple child sex crimes from a third party. Yeah.
So Ollie and I, we used to talk in 2017.
In 2017.
At the time, I was sort of naive, and I didn't have the connections, and I wasn't as experienced with the people in this political circle as I am now. So I was kind of I didn't see anything unusual at the time.
Nothing was unusual to me about this situation. I just saw Ali Alexander trying to get up on my G's.
In 2017, Ali was talking to me on Snapchat and trying to solicit some stuff, saying stuff like I should fly out to Texas and be his intern and tell my parents that I was going to a swim meet or something.
Do you use Cash App or Venmo?
Sort of,
yeah, I pay for dick pics.
Like a younger guy when you're, I don't know how old Ollie is.
Isn't this also super salacious? It seems really juicy, doesn't it? Is Ollie Alexander a groomer?
100% aware. I don't think there's any way he couldn't be aware of that background, because Milo, around the time of the last AFPAT conference, was putting together a list of people who had these experiences with Ollie. I'm not exactly sure what he specifically brings to the table.
Yeah, I'm not specifically sure what he brings to the table. Yeah, so that was like the first big one. This is the one where everybody seems to have gotten some traction out of it, because I feel like right here, notice how the story changes now that Lance Videos is coming forward. Nick went from never seeing any proof to never seeing proof except for Lance screenshot. Nick Fuentes knew Ali Akbar was soliciting news from Lance when he was a minor, and he brought him to ADF leadership anyway.
Hey, what's going on?
What's up, man? Just hanging out. How are you?
Hey, I'm good.
Hey, I'm good.
I want to jump in and weigh in on the latest situation.
Yeah, dude, I wish I had a hot or intern I could put my PP in.
So I saw on Milo's Telegram,
with some glasses, like red hair, she wears glasses. She's like,
oh, well, I've got proof that Nick aided and abetted and blah, blah, blah. And I check Lance's Twitter, and Lance is tweeting about it. And, I tried to give him a call, but he didn't pick up, and he goes and tweets about it. And so I deduced that this is the next play And, this screenshot that Lance has existed forever. Like,
Yeah.
everybody knows about it, everybody's seen it. And,
Everybody
it
knows
is what
about
it
it.
is.
I
Like,
never seen it.
Ali's gay. He hits people up. He hits up teenagers. He asks them for nudes. We all agree that's gross.
Yeah.
Homosexuality's gross, period. It's gross when homosexual adults solicit pictures or flirt with teenagers. Also gross. Like, we all know that. It goes without saying. In the context of Lance videos, though, at 17, do we really say this is like a world-ending situation? Like, that was out there. And with the entire situation, with the totality of the situation in mind,
With the
that is all that
totality.
anybody was aware of. Me, Jaden, whomever else, that's all that was out there. And we figured, clearly Lance didn't go and make a fuss about that or tell anybody. It's just something that floated around for a long time. And that's all there was to it.
Yeah. So it seems that the fight is now being also pushed over onto Ethan Ralph and to Nick J. Fuentes, because now everybody's like, oh, you knew about Ali being a gay man who liked hitting in underage individuals. And I mean, yeah, that was actually like pretty well known for like a long time that Ali was gay. And that Ali was definitely hitting on dudes and shit all the time. Like he was Sammy fucking Davis Jr. or some shit like that. Yeah. That was all, like, we already all kind of knew that. But nobody was, like, trying to take him out for that shit way back then. Not in 2017. And the only reason it seems to be even coming back up today is because Milo and everyone else associated with the E24 nonsense kind of just lost all of their shit. Honestly, like, I don't get where these guys are actually coming from, but, I do feel bad for Lance videos getting asked for nudes. That does seem to be a little bit fucking creepy in, like, every way imaginable, but, whatever. Here's Nick. In both cases, Smiley and Lance were willing to go along with the flirting with Ali to varying degrees without any protest because they thought it would advance their political careers. If you are flirting with an adult gay man because you think it's going to land you a job, you know full and well what you're doing, and it's gross. Sorry, but even at 15, I would have never sent nudes to an adult gay man. There's something wrong with there. There's something wrong there. So, I mean, I can't disagree with Nick Fuentes' take on this whole thing, but it almost seems like he's trying to, I don't know, like, make it okay for Ali to do that kind of thing, because, like, clearly it's not okay, right? Like, it's not okay to be asking underage people for nudes and stuff. That's never been okay. Not any time. I mean, generally you'd be considered to be a creep if you were doing that sort of thing. But yes, sorry if you were psychologically and sexually manipulated as a child by a gay man deep in his 30s, but you have nobody to blame but yourself. America's First is now an apologetic pedophile advocacy group, which is why everybody seems to be angry at Ali, because, I mean, even everyone else that has been following along on the story for a really long time is pretty disgusted on where this is all going, to be perfectly frank. Like, it don't make it. Like, it don't make any sense. Other than the fact that this thing's kind of blowing up. And then here we go to the actual Ali file. So, like, this thing has been growing. The last time we saw this account, it was at 3,500 followers, and now it's up over 4,000. Although it really, let's see, has it been making any extra postings or anything like that? No, it says the last day we're going to be making an additional unscheduled drop tomorrow night. Ooh, Another drop. Another name. His name is Smiley. What's this one? Nicholas, aka Smiley. Oh, that was the video that we were actually watching that just came out. Coming up, Lance 17 on the Alley Files. Here's another one. One of Nick Fuentes' young followers bravely came forward recently, producing evidence that Ali Alexander, a close associate of Fuentes, solicited and received child porn from the then 15-year-old boy. What a scumbag. You know things are going to be getting pretty big, though, when an open secret actually shows up to the scene, because you got to remember that an open secret, is against pedophilia. They've also had previous beef with Ali Alexander, specifically Gabe Hoffman and Ali Alexander actually had a legal bout with each other, if you guys didn't remember. So it seems like anything involving anti-Semitism or pedophilia is in the wheelhouse of open secret. So that's partly the reason why they're getting in on this at this particular time, because they hate everybody associated with it. But then it's just kind of like icing on the cake for them to be able to finally go back at Ali Alexander after taking a loss in court over that thing. But, I figured I'd just give you guys the up and up on it. But what it says, Ali and Lance have talked out and sung out several times since their initial interaction and have been on good terms. But since Lance is now living with his parents, working at Hobby Lobby in North Texas, he thinks running this Me Too scam will get him some clout. Well, maybe. Possibly. But I do think it's pretty bad how this is going on. What does this say? This is Gabe Hoff's other account that Chuck references, who's attacking me today. His main account is me on block. Isn't it interesting somebody mobbed up with Israel chose today to go after me? What? Gabe Hoff? What? Several years? Ay. What's this? What kind of person defends pedophilia? A bad person. That's the kind of bad person that does that. What's this? Rather be doxed 1,000 times and have hit pieces written about me than be talking about it. But I'm sure everyone's seen Milo's telegram. I was 15 and so naive and desperate, I thought I had no choice but to cooperate with the inappropriate and humiliating requests. If I wanted to make it in politics, I figured that it was just the nature of the game. Despite being disgusted, I played along, and eventually I was afraid that what would happen if I stopped playing along. Yeah, Gabe Mossad Man? Yeah, Gabe Mossad Man. That's what I'm talking about. The one that sent me the Mossad shirt or whatever, where the Mossad, printing was so shitty it just disappeared and now it's just a black shirt. Yeah, that one. That one. So you got to think that this is like a convergence, guys. You wouldn't even understand how big of a convergence this whole entire thing is. But you know what? I could use it.
I'm a political figure.
I could use it.
I want to organize a massive movement politically to take over the country. And that involves a great deal of associations. And sometimes they're not all good. It's as simple as that. If you have a problem with that, well, you try to build something. That's what I would say.
Got a problem with that? You try to build something.
Going to be ground to pieces because of bad faith attacks over sexual impropriety. If we're talking about rape and murder and things like that, okay. But when we're talking about flirting, give me a fucking break. Honestly. Yeah, and I know that's not a good look, whatever. But that's how I feel about it, to tell you the truth. They think that's a silver bullet. Well, but this guy flirted with people who were 15. Yeah, and that's gross. That's fucking gross. I think anybody would say it's gross. It's gross because it's gay. It's gross because it goes against the age.
Dear God, DeFago, I'm still here and I'm not Tor. All right. We got it on authority from Low Dove that she's not Tor or whatever. I don't know if I believe you, though. That could all just be a lie to trick me. Yeah, maybe it's just karma. I don't know. It does seem weird that a lot of this seems to be rolling over onto Nick Fuentes because how he's handling the situation. You know, I would not want to be in this position whatsoever because obviously this wouldn't be fun to do. But then again, I don't hang out with these fucks anyway.
Okay, fucking guy that tells everybody he converted, he's still married. Okay, guy that's talking about going to Hollywood sex parties and making jokes about sucking priest dicks. Give me a fucking break. I thought about a lot over the weekend, you know, while I was meditating on the agony. Other people were attacking me. But that's the same thing that Jesus went through, was mockery, ridicule.
Oh, he's like Jesus now. Cool.
False allegations. And you can't answer it. You can't defend it. I was moved by the fact that Pontius Pilate was impressed with Jesus' demeanor.
You think he's talking about Milo now, this guy?
But he was stoic. And that's really all that you can be, is obedient and resolved in a situation like that. That's it.
Yeah. Doesn't make sense that, you know, everybody's pushing it all off onto Nick Fuentes. Like, if Nick Fuentes did support that and he didn't say anything about it for a long time. People have been saying that about Nick for a while now. Why did it take Milo coming onto the scene and starting beef with everybody for this to become something that people cared about? That's why I think there's more to the story than even meets the eye, right? Because somebody like Gabe doesn't get engaged like this unless they see that they have a win coming forward for them. And I mean, I'm not questioning anything here. Like, this stuff is fucking disgusting, right? To me, this is some disgusting ass shit. Like, I can't believe Ali is actually getting caught doing all of this stuff. There's every little bit of evidence around. They have screenshots and shit to go over everything of it. And clearly, I showed you guys what Ali said about this, and he's like, he's doing the same thing. He's saying the same thing that fucking Nick just said in that video that we watched right there, is that, oh, we're being attacked. We're not going to address it or anything. It's not real. Even though, yeah, it definitely seems like it might actually be real. Yep. And that's the main thing, is that I'm pretty sad about it in some ways because King V's got a point, dude. People should just ignore Milo. He just wants to destroy something, and that's totally fucking correct. And at the same time, Milo is the one that collected all these 20 plus people that were outing Ali. So you got to ask yourself if it's worth it to follow along on all this stuff. And you know what, to be honest, any logical individual out there with the fucking shred of wrinkles on their brains would say, no, it's not worth it. If anyone else besides Milo did all the work and put all the information out, people would believe it without a single problem. But the sheer fact that Milo came out and set all this stuff up, it almost makes it completely worthless. And I'm sorry to say if you don't like what I'm saying about it. I'm just telling you kind of like how it goes in the internet sector of things or whatever. Milo doesn't have the credibility that he thinks he does. And I mean, clearly from how this has been going down since April 3rd, at least, there really hasn't been much of a swell, if you really think about it. And you got to ask yourself, why? Why haven't any of the bigger, you know, news articles and shits gotten into this? Why is it only the Gabe Hoffmans of the world and shit that are being the biggest voices and talking about it? Why? I don't know why, but I think that we should know, or we should be able to like try to figure that shit out. Now, could it be because Ali had all that clout with Sinclair back in the day when he was writing articles and talking about Andrew Breitbart when he was running his blogging platform? Because many people completely forgotten that, you know, Ali got his entire start back in the day with the National Bloggers Club and how he was actually writing articles and things. So like this could be going back even farther than just this America First little spat that goes back to 2017. Like there was years before that nobody ever talks about, when he was in the Tea Party, working with CPAC, doing conferences and shit like that we haven't seen anybody talking about, which is also another interesting point here, is because it seems that, you know, the only people that Milo's being able to collect so far are folks that are from his time or later. He can't collect any information from before his time, which makes me actually want to pause for a little bit. And I mean, this goes all the way back probably to like fucking Karl Rove, right? And, you know, all of the different blogs and stuff that talked about him being, what was it, like Karl Rove's fuckboy or something like that? Like, there's just so much going on with all of this stuff. But, you know, I tried to keep all of this shit together, right? What's this? National Bloggers Club goes from championing to jockeying in only 6 months' time. What? We are no longer able to support or be associated with national bloggers. Our article publishing Monday afternoon explaining the details why. Yeah. Even back as like 2012, dog. It's all there. We got it all copied. Like most people don't get it. Like you guys think you know shit. You don't even know about you don't even know about Ali and Karl Rove. We got Ali to admit that the Karl Rove thing was real. You fucking think that you guys think that you're bringing some new shit? Like literally, this is what drives me absolutely up the wall about this whole entire thing, is that, you know, look at the date right here. 11/11/12. That's when that got fucking shotted, brah. What's this? Probably not in the right business. A businessman, blah, 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 blah. Akbar used the money received for the purpose of sponsoring the blog bash party at the CPAC 2012 Washington, D.C. to form and announce the National Bloggers Club without permission or even the knowledge of those individuals and companies that agreed to sponsor the blog bash. Ali Akbar decided to use National Bloggers Club to raise money for what he called the Bloggers Legal Defense Fund shortly after forming the organization, allegedly, and the NBC were supporting conservative bloggers who claimed they were under attack by Brett Kimmelman and Neil Rauhauser. Ali Akbar took money from individuals and organizations while failing to disclose that he had been convicted for felony debit card fraud out of Texas, and then accused us and others of trying to smear his good name when we were questioned about Akbar's honesty and integrity. Akbar was enraged at processing credit card transactions through donationcontrol.com and donationcharge.com, which were both owned and operated by Akbar and his partner Aaron Marks. Three Group LLC and Vice of Victory are another of what was turning out to be a long list of Akbar-started businesses. Both credit card processing operations have since been taken offline, but only after the Akbar fraud conviction was disclosed. Well, yeah. So, like, do you think that, like, people have hated Ali for a really, really long time? And I'm not defending Ali here whatsoever, right? Like, there's a reason that we don't do anything with Ali. There's a reason he's never been on any of our shows, unlike some of these other people out there that are just like, oh, I'm just trying to run a show. I don't research or look into anybody. I do. The only reason that I've even kept Ali, like, on the fucking follow is because he's the only one that's actually come forward to me and given me a side of the story. And honestly, that's over, you know, like, there's enough here for me to, like, say that he's a bad boy, right? And then the fact that he doesn't want to do anything about it, he doesn't want to talk about it or anything like that, basically shows me he already knows what my deal is. He knows how I do things, right? And if he's not willing to come up and talk about it, it's because, number one, he's embarrassed about it. Number two, it's true. Number three, he don't want to deal with it. So that's all we can really say about it. It's probably definitely true. And the reasoning behind showing you half of this stuff is to show you that, yes, all of the insane things that you fucking heard about Mr. Akbar, well, they're fucking, it's all real, dude. And you know what? We've kept articles and everything from all the way back then just to make sure people understand. So, like, is it a stretch to think that Ali would utilize his position to get this kind of thing? No, it's not. And I don't even want to say I would hate to say that, because I don't even hate to say that. Like, I even have Maltigos of all of his servers and stuff like that from when they were running the entire investigation into the multiple fraudulent businesses that were associated with him when he was processing credit card transactions after being convicted of fraud. Yeah, we got that too. So what am I supposed to say on this one? Other than, I'm not trying to take anybody else's information, number one, and trying to push it forward as my own. This is like massive amounts of work that was done by multiple different people. And honestly, I'm just redistributing it to you guys now so that you can understand where I'm coming from on this particular situation, because it's fucked up. All right. It seems like America First is falling apart, but America First has been falling apart for many moons, guys, ever since, Ali Alexander, because you can go look at his Wikipedia, dog. You can see ever since that, it's always been activism for this guy. And, since he was friends with Jack Dorsey and he was having beefs with Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and all this other stuff. I mean, think about this, guys. Ali didn't get deplatformed until January 6th of 2021. They banned his personal Twitter account and stopped his Steele account because of that, right? And the only reason Ali is even back on Twitter is because he was allowed to come back, right? He was banned by PayPal. He was banned by PayPal, banned by fucking Venmo, Patreon. They took his Facebook and Instagram. They took literally everything from this dude. Okay? They took everything. He has inserted himself into so many different areas. So he's an operative, right? But that's the thing, is that you can't just look at what he does and not apply the same exact thing to Milo, right? That's why I keep forcing all these other people, hey, if you're going to be associated with this and on top of it, you want this to be your investigation, perfect. All I've said is that Milo should be nowhere near it, because the people that matter aren't going to fucking believe it. It's not going to make it as far as you want it to go if Milo is associated with it. And I'm sorry, Milo ain't the fucking brand that he thinks he is. Okay? And he ain't worth the shit that he thinks he is. Me and him were equals. Actually, no, I'm probably still way higher than he is, because he's got a tiny amount of money and I'm a bazillionaire or whatever on paper. So I think that ever since Stop the Steal and the Trump Gate and the January 6th, things have gotten wildly ridiculous with this guy. But you got to think that, all of this stuff, why didn't it come up during January 6th? Why didn't it come up before that? Why? Why did they wait till now? And even more so is, how has none of this stuff made it onto the Wikipedia page just yet? Right? Right? Yeah. So, I don't get where people are going with this one or how I want to deal with it. The dude was a rat from the very beginning, whether it was him and Jacob Wohl, because remember when Jacob Wohl was exposing Ali Alexander, or Laura Loomer and Jacob Wohl and Ali Alexander working together. I mean, these guys have pulled so much shit, right? Robert Mercer bankrolled PAC advised by Ali Alexander. New racist campaign against Kamala Harris is taking shape. Jack Dorsey thinks fringe figure Ali. Akbar makes interesting points. This has all been around, right? It doesn't matter where you go with it, who's whatever. Ali's always been riding the fence on both fucking sides, okay? And we're going to find some bad shit. We've been finding bad shit, but make sure you understand why certain people are coming forward and doing certain things. I don't know what the motivation is for Load Up. I don't know. I know what Milo's motivation is. Milo just wants to destroy something because his whole Ye 24 thing went belly up. So he's just basically going and thrashing the fucking America First movement because they don't want anything else to do with them anymore. And I don't disagree with them, but they shouldn't have wanted anything to do with each other for a long fucking time. Okay? So when I see Gabe Hoffman getting in there, getting his shots in, I say, oh, okay, that makes sense or whatever. But why hasn't anything been done about it, right? Like, why hasn't Aaliyah been arrested? Why didn't this 15-year-old kid go file a fucking police report? Why haven't they filed any police reports since then? Why? There's 20 motherfuckers, 20 plus people that Milo has associated together. Why have none of them filed any police reports or can offer any examples of a police report that they have filed? I don't know. That's why people take pause on these things. And I don't agree with any of these motherfuckers. You guys know this shit. I don't fucking like it. I don't like it. But I will at least go look at it. I will fucking talk about it. I will at least let you guys know where I'm coming from, what work I've done, who I've DM'd, whose DMs I've DM'd, all of it. I've shown you all of it because this is who I am. This is how we work into this stuff. If you want to know about history things, history has already told us that the dude's a frat and nobody should be trusting him. I think January 6th and what happened there should have been a very clear example of why. And now that this is coming back up, you just got to start asking yourselves if you're okay doing Milo's dirty work. And I'm not. That's why I call Milo out. I'm saying, you know what? That fucking blonde hair piece of shit ain't never reached out to me. Oh, that DeFango guy, he's a nothing. Ah, yes, but you do know who I fucking am, don't you? Right, you do. I forgot. Yeah, so who knows, dude? Who knows how this one's going to roll out?
I'll show it to you now. This is called the Vault. This is the Vault. This has shit on everyone you have ever heard of. Video, pictures, emails, audio, text messages, phone calls, anything you would ever really want to know about every public figure I have ever encountered. Most of the conversations I've had with people when I've been in a single-party consent state, recorded, archived. I have shit on everyone. And I'm now in a position in my career where I'm perfectly happy to start dropping it all. So I have a lot of crap on Richard Spencer and everybody else. And well, maybe there is a reason to sign up for Telegram after all. So watch this space. I have...
You see that right there at the end? Timcast IRL, April 21st, which is in exactly 5 days from now. Milo opens the vault. So wait a minute. Milo is going on Tim Pool's show again? Again? Why does Tim Pool always have Milo on? Why do they think he's worth it? Thanks, CL, for the subscription over on YouTube. Welcome to the channel. Why do they think that Milo is more worth it than anyone else to have as a guest? Because he's, what, salacious? Because he's going to unlock the vault? Yeah. So Griff Pull's going to have a moment, and now kind of you starting to see this shit a little bit. See how this was working again? This is like the Eliza Blue situation, except for we're only going to see Milo's side of things. They're not going to get Ali on there, are they? No, probably not. I mean, they still haven't gotten Brittany on there. They're obviously never going to have my fucking ass on there unless I do something so fucking amazing that they just have to. And even then, I'm literally going to just pull my pants down and then shit on Tim Pool's table. Okay, maybe I'm not going to do that, but no, I'm too shy to do that. I wouldn't do that. I would think it, though. I'd be fucking thinking of it. I'd be thinking it. So where are we supposed to go here? I don't know. Of course, the truth is Nick just didn't look the other way for years. He actively aided and abetted Ali's sex crimes. You'll hear more about it on Friday. Oh, so it's like Milo is wrapping Nick into this, and is it because Nick didn't side with him or whatever? Is there something bigger? I don't know. Akbar has posted a series of cryptic messages on his Twitter or his Telegram implying that he skipped town. Yeah. Another victim came forward today, bringing the total to 25. 25 victims? Yeah. Do we really have victims? Is this really weird? Like, where are we supposed to be? Like, how are we supposed to fucking deal with this shit? I don't know. Yeah. I don't really know, dude. It just seems super ridiculous. So, obviously, we don't side with Nick Fuentes. We don't side with Ali Alexander. We don't fucking side with Milo. We don't side with anybody in this fucking situation. We agree that it's disgusting and nasty that Ali Alexander's be trying to get nudies from underage boys and shit. He got caught up with that. So that means that he is done in our eyes. And we do appreciate Milo bringing this to the table and getting everybody all riled up on it. But it's not enough. And that's it. It ain't enough, right? Like, what are we supposed to do here? We're going to cancel the guy? He already done big canceled. This is like an extra cancel. You want him to be back off Twitter? Like, what's the end goal here? You don't want him to be a part of the America First movement? Okay. So who is going to be in control of that movement? Because it doesn't seem like we really have any great options here. I mean, okay, we're going to take Ali Alexander off the table. Nick Fuentes has never, ever been an option. Milo Yiannopoulos, he has also never, ever been an option. And if he is even thinking that he would have been an option, I'm just here to tell you, Milo, that you are a fucking dumbass. You need to shut the fuck up, and you need to hand the work off to somebody else and take your name completely off of it. And then maybe people will care a little bit more. But for right now, literally no one gives a fuck about you giving out all of your secret files on everybody because you're a fucking little weaselly snake bitch who is recording phone calls and taking screenshot of all your fucking friends' conversations so you could later expose them. Like, literally nobody's fucking believing this new fucking game. And if they are believing it, honestly, they probably didn't have fucking wrinkly ass brains before. So yes, Ali's a fucking bitch. We already fucking knew that. Now he's a chomo bitch. Thank you for letting us know. And we aren't going to forget that you didn't bring it up many years ago when everybody was asking for it. And you ain't getting any goods for this. Like, you think people are going to give you credit for it? I mean, sure, you're going to get a couple of heads out there. You've gotten some people like into your little game or whatever, but they just don't see that you're using them, and that's okay, I guess. They don't see you're using them, but like, you ain't using me. And until you fucking get some balls and you can come play with the real billionaires, I don't really even fucking care what you're putting out there, because literally you're a fucking joke. So that's basically it, dog. You know what? It's just basically it. And look at this. Thanks. I quite enjoyed the promo Fred follow for the Ali files. You sent my messages to a pedophile though and gave them a heads up, even though it didn't give me a heads up. Oh, I got blocked by Low Dove. Oh, don't you just love how these guys operate? See, when you're a faceless Twitter account and I don't know who you are, I don't give a shit about any of your shit. I don't care who you are. I don't give a shit about anything that you have to do. And if you take the time to try to drag me into your Milo Yiannopoulos fucking bullshit, well, you just learned how this whole thing fucking works, right? So you wanted me to do a show, you wanted to have all this stuff on the edge. Well, guess what? It's all done now there, low Dove. You got it all there. Now everybody's also going to see that you blocked me, even though all I was doing was helping you. in the way that I work. You may not like my fucking methods, and honestly, I don't give two shits if you do. It's just called me doing me. And just to put it out there is that I got blocked by her, but I'm still unblocked by, haven't gotten blocked by Ali. So, you know, do I want to be friends with the fucking pedophile? Fuck no. Absolutely not. Never. But what are we supposed to do? What you want, Lunchy? ¿Qué pasó? What's wrong, good girl? What's wrong, Wuffy Woofers? What's wrong, Wuffy Woofers? Oh, what's wrong? You don't give Daddy kisses anymore? I forgot. You don't love Daddy. Oh, what's going on, though? Are you hungry or something? Got food in your bowl. Got food in your bowl, mi mas. Got food in your bowl, mi mas. It's all right. You may not give me kisses, but I'll give you kisses, Lunchy. You're a sweet puppy. Sweet girl. You gotta go outside and go pee-pees? Gotta go pee-pees outside? Okay. All right, well, that's pretty much it for today. I don't really have anything else for you. We showed you the Ali files. Ali Alexander is apparently a chobo pedophile or whatever. And look at this. The Ali files blocked me too. Can you believe that shit? What? The Ali files blocked me too? But I'm over here fucking promoting their expose. And, you know, telling them that, yeah, I agree with them that Ali seems like he's a pedo because of these messages they put out. And they blocked me? Did you guys see this coming? I never saw this coming. I thought, like, they would just be legit and be okay with me, you know, doing my business. Damn, Magic Poop. Thanks for that $2.69 through Super Chat. Appreciate it. Damn, how am I supposed to take this now? So they've come up with 20 plus individuals to say that Ali Alexander is a pedo and blah, blah, blah. I'm out here doing a video pointing out that Ali's a piece of shit. He's been a piece of shit forever. Talk about all this. And because I sent some DMs over to Ali Alexander to show them where I was coming from, they're blocking me now? God damn. Yeah. You gotta watch out who you follow, dog. And then if you thought that I'm gonna give you any type of privacy when you're a faceless fucking nobody that I don't know, sending me bullshit on something that I didn't ask for, fuck. I guess you just got another thing coming. I guess we got another thing coming. I guess I'm not allowed to grift off of this one anymore. Oh well. So, what did we find out today? Well, the people that were running the Ali Alexander expose just blocked me because, well, I don't even know why. I mean, I did my part. I messaged Ali about this stuff. He said he didn't want to talk about it. I showed everybody, was transparent as fuck about everything. And they still fucking hate you. And I was expecting to get blocked by Ali, not by them. That's fucking crazy. That's crazy. What a fucking what shocking. Well, I guess they just don't want my help. Nobody fucking like. I'm gonna go play Star Citizen now. Thanks a lot. Have a nice day. Yeah, it's probably just by mistake. I bet it's by mistake or whatever. Okay, so whatever. Fucking chomos. You try to help, and then they blocked you. All right. Well, that's it. Make sure you guys share this with your friend. Please tweet this to Ali Alexander and the other people in question so that we can get, you know, some eyeballs on this one so people can remember. If you want any of the links or documents from all of the history that we've collected over the many years on Ali, more than happy to give it up to you. I'm just saying that it is shocking. I wish people would have brought it up, and I wish Milo wasn't involved. And I think that this would be a much bigger story. That's it. Deuces. See you later. Have a nice day. Bye-bye now. Au revoir. See you later. Wow.